Okay. Are we live yet? Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't think we're live yet. It might be a bit of a delay, but I'm not quite sure we have anything going right now anyway, though. So, let me see how I can confirm. Minimize, minimize. Let's go to, let's just get there and see what happens. Oh, okay. Yes, I think I'm live now. 6 minutes ago. We could delete that, or maybe later. But it looks like we're live. So let's get it. I know. I'm gonna learn how to do this and make this more less amateur, at least. All right. Earlier I was going through my project and I saw these lines, and these lines are not supposed to be there. So maybe we could just start there by getting this to look the way it's supposed to look. And I also see inconsistency over here too. So, and then this whole thing right here. We're just gonna kind of dive into these things today. I mean, these are kind of bigger. We can go in that actually later if we stay focused on the subject or what professor asked us to do. He really wants us to get the whole mass going. So those are two areas that I will come back and fix a little later. Let's just keep working on form for right now. So again, thank you for joining me, especially if this is your first time. Welcome. My name is Marina, and I am an architecture student at LATC under the Professor Marcela Oliva. To this semester, I am taking Professor Jack and Professor Arthur's classes, and this is an assignment from Professor Jack's class, Professor Jack Oliva Rindler. So, where we're going to pick up at today, the last time we were working on, I kind of skipped around a little bit. But I want to come back to this area right here because this is going to be a whole like room or open area. So I'm going to have to clean all of that stuff right there out. We'll have like a little balcony area right here. This will be the exterior wall going around like that. We'll figure all that stuff out soon. But for right now, I definitely want to make sure we capture some of these ceiling elements they will be ceiling elements. So let's grab these. It looks like we already have that copy. So let's copy these. And send them on up. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have did that quite like that. Instead of copy, I'm just going to lift them up. I can lift these up. That one has to stay there because we're going to need that. So let's just lift this straight up. And again, we're just lifting these up and out of the way because we're probably going to need these elements later. So we just want to move them out of the way for now. And then these two elements. I want to copy these because we already have something going on with that. Copy that to there. All right. I wonder if you guys can hear that background noise. I hope not. So feel free to let me know. That didn't copy right. No, that didn't copy the way I wanted it to. So let's do it again. I want this and this. And I'm gonna copy it. Copy. Enter from this point to this point. Actually, that's right. Okay, cool. Now that I have that out of the way, I'm taken care of. Let's delete these. Wait. Undo one more time. I'm so good for that. I'm so good for deleting something and then bringing it back out. I'm just trying to see how this relates to the building and the missing elements that, so like this wall right here, right? Are we going to keep that an opening from this area to this area? If so, then those blocks don't matter. But if not, then I'm going to need to move that over. I know that this right here is definitely going to be an opening. I think I did plan on that being an opening. This looks like I probably did that as a placeholder, this big, huge block. So I know half the time I spend modeling, I spend spinning around the room. All right, we have to think about the function of this room, which would probably be a unit. So this is going to be a multi-unit. It's a SFR, but also a multi-unit. So like for basically for like several families that live together, or like in traditional multi-unit that, no, it's definitely not going to be a traditional multi-unit because it will have a centralized kitchen. It will have centralized, gathering area like a living or dining area, room space. This right here will be, let's measure it. So distance. We have this point right here to, this is the exterior wall, inside and we have 24 feet. Okay, and then by we'll go maybe, let's just go here for now. 55. I'm definitely thinking this is gonna be a unit. It can be connected to there. Maybe that's how you, I don't think we need a whole open wall. I think maybe an entranceway, because that could be how you access that unit. And that unit, let's see what this is, what this distance right here is, because that looks more appropriate to the space. So we'll go from that point to this point. And that is 32. So essentially that was 32 by what, like 26, 27, something like that. So yeah, it'll span this distance. By the way, we will need a wall here. So what we'll do is, what is this distance between these two spaces? 2 feet 7 inches and 2 feet 7 3/4 inches. I mean, a residential door, right, could be about 2.5 feet um, for an interior door. So that's completely sufficient. It is this opening right here, I think it's almost 5 feet. Let's see what this one right here is. 5 feet, 1.5. I mean, although these are not traditional door sizes and opening sizes, well, that's not a door anyway, actually. This is like a floor, this is going to be like a floor to ceiling window. So that really doesn't matter. And then these, let's see what this is right here. 3 feet. That's quite sufficient for an opening, for a door opening. Okay. That's not this. Oh, I can always delete that. I can just move these over. I must have stretched this one. What I think I would like to do is, I like that all of that is on that line. See, that line just hidden all the way through. I want to keep that element. Thank you. I want to keep that element. So let's see. Sorry, that's my daughter coming in the room. Um, I'm planning. I'm thinking. Sorry, I'm thinking for a long time. Let's see. Because we can always work out a different way of getting in there, right? So let's say that this is all one unit. This is towards the back end. So let's say we want to keep things coming back this way more private. We also have to figure out the function of this, but this could be a whole other unit. And if that's a whole other unit, then how do we get to either? Because this is going to be kind of our grand opening entrance, like right in this area right here. we absolutely could extend this area out, following along here. Um, and not even the whole distance, because I do like that open air, high ceiling, feeling wow factor when you first walk in. So we can stretch this out just enough to create space for access. I might be getting a little bit too technical right now for what the homework assignment is, but I mean, you have to think about these things the whole way through. I know with parametrics, it's kind of like, okay, let's kind of just go with it and flow with it and let it, you know, almost, I mean, you're the designer, you're the creator, but to some extent, you're just kind of following a path that was set forth by the building itself. And then kind of come back and make it more functional and rational and deciding spaces and whatnot. But for me, that's a little bit more I have to kind of consider these things from the beginning, the whole way through. I think this will make a beautiful um balcony, wraparound balcony for this unit. So let's at least just finish that part of it out and then we could deal with that. I think that sounds pretty fair. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So, okay. Let's copy this. What happened? So that, oh, I must have, nope, that's not what I'm trying to do. Let's hit COPY. Perfect. Want to copy from this one, copy into this one, and then I'm gonna escape, scale that one out to the end. Okay. I I think that well, no, like that's kind of, why did I end that there? Did that end there on its own? Or did I do that? Did I do that? And this, I did want to bring these solid units. I know I'm all over the place, but as I see things, I'm gonna definitely go back to what I was just doing. But I think I like keeping this pattern rather than just those straight lines. So I'm gonna go back and fix that in a minute. But I'm looking at this area and considering this area because good architecture has a very good alignment, strong and precise alignment, right? So now I wonder if this really does align, but it just looks off because it's in perspective. And no, yeah, see right here, that's this area right here. It's not aligned. So now what I'm thinking is to extend this little cut plane face right there all the way to at least align with this line right here. And that will make me feel a lot better about my life. Okay, so Yes, let's do that. And I think I'm gonna have to do that one element at a time. So let's start. What I like is I don't even have to, because this is such a modular design, what I could do is, let's do this. I could just add another piece. Let's go back here. A little bit higher, but it'll still work. Let's go here. Let's go here. We want to align that to here. Is it gonna work? Work with me. What did I hit? I think I hit the wrong thing. Um, that's not what I wanted to. I wanted to build this thing. Matter of fact, this might be on the same plane. Well, whatever. It works. Yeah, let's go with this part. Right there. This right here. And we can go up to this right here. Right? Now we're gonna move that to from there to here. And now should line up. Let's take a look on something. Oh, no, no, no. This is the piece. And it appears to align with that piece right there. I mean, I think that's pretty spot on. I think we're good. Okay, so that's that piece up there. And this also gives us an opportunity. Well, let's scale this first, right? Or no, 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 we're gonna go with it. Let me see. Gives us an opportunity to line this up, create that, create that. So let's do this. Now we're gonna scale it. Here. To all right, now we have that piece. And then we're gonna make this piece. Here. Okay. Move that. There. I'm gonna scale this bad boy. Oh, no, 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 nope, 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 nope. Scale the wrong thing. Let's scale this piece. All right, now that's lined up. If we wanted to take it further, we could line it up with all of that. And I actually just might do that because I think it's pretty cool. So let's scale this again. Here. There. Okay, something looks off. I know it's just because it's highlighted. I'm gonna double check. All right. Let's scale this one. Will be to this line, right? I'm missing like these little instances and pieces like in here. I might be able to pick up on one somewhere. Let's see. Nope. 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 Mm-hmm. All right. Copy again. I like that. Let's keep going. I'm gonna put this down somewhere. Somebody came and handed me something, and I gotta get rid of it. I will be right back. Okay, y'all. I'm back. I'm gonna get used to the streaming stuff, right? Okay. Okay. We can do another one. What are we doing? Let's just do another box from here. Oh yeah. Yep, that's the issue. So we'll just copy and paste. Okay. Got it? Yep. And we are gonna scale this from here to here. That, that. Oh, this is getting ready to be a smaller piece, right? Okay, we have here, here. All right. And look, we have more. Well, I mean, at least then we have these smaller pieces that we can bring into the element and larger pieces. So I think I am going to continue that pattern all the way down. Right? Okay, so wow, another one. Over here. Okay. Scale. Scale 1D. 1 dimension scale. I haven't played too much with the other scale dimensions. So, okay. Let's see if okay. Let's scale this. Makaya. Okay. For that one, right? For that one little. But we got it. But we got it. Even if it's just one. We got it. Maybe I can nah. I'm just gonna copy. Alrighty then. I'm gonna go from here to here. Enter. Scale this. And here. Here. And there. Alright. I mean, it's cool. You guys think it was worth it? Let me know in the comments if it would have been better to just go with the long bar or to just keep following the path. It would have been probably a lot better to extend that path this way in our flooring, because you see, like over here now we're just working with big rectangular shapes versus, I mean, we have big rectangular shapes over here, but it's still broken up more. And right here, I just feel like it's getting plain. So, let's see. Um, I'm kind of tempted to kind of run that path. but I don't know. Oh, and you know what? We can emphasize that a little bit more right here too. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's do that. Okay, we good, we good. So I don't know if I made it clear on this video, but I am a beginner to Rhino. Um, I have now been using Rhino for about 3 weeks. I did play with Rhino a little bit over the summer, but not very much. A little bit, but I didn't get it at all. So now that school has started again, and this class that I'm in now, the two classes that I'm taking this semester require for us to learn Rhino. Here functioning in Rhino, and I like it. Like I knew Revit already, and I learned AutoCAD so long ago that honestly I forgot it. Because when I started, I learned AutoCAD first, and then when I learned Rhino, I stopped using AutoCAD as much. Actually, I stopped using it altogether, essentially. And then I took a break. I took a pause from using any of them at all. But when I went back to it, I went back to Revit, and I had already forgotten AutoCAD. I did take a class in SolidWorks, but that was so long ago. I do not remember anything from SolidWorks at all. But it was cool. But with this semester, okay, so when we started proportional structures, making things in scale, like Revit is not the one for that. So for proportional structures, it was really important that I learn Rhino. And I'm so glad that I'm learning it now because it's so freeing. Um, like even the the type of drafting, I guess, level of creativity. Okay, so we are gonna copy this. Well, let me know your favorite drafting software and why. I think the why is always important. Take this from here, all here, and scale it back. Last class, um, Professor Jack showed us this tool, Sub D, and I still don't get it, and I don't want to make a whole big mess. These are the Sub D tools. Okay, these are the Sub D tools right here. So, I'm not gonna even get into that today though, because I did try to play with it a little bit, and then that's how I ended up with this right here because I got stuck on a command that would only allow me to select my surfaces. So I copied where was this? Was this right here the whole time? Or is this? I'm not sure which one came first, but I kind of started copying and pasting from the other mistake. I had a whole other thing going on right here, and then I deleted it, and I didn't want to start all the way over from scratch. So I started doing some copying and pasting, and that's kind of what resulted. Like in this like stretch right here, that looked just like this. But when I went to move it, I must have only selected these and moved those. And then so these didn't move and it created these openings. And I'm like, oh, I have to keep that. Like I didn't even intentionally do it, but I love the result. So I'm gonna keep it and work with it. All right, so let's go back to our balcony. Let's finish building that out. I am going to do another much more parametric design, and I'm going to really learn Grasshopper too, because it's such a powerful tool. It's important, like it gives you the initial mass. I am enjoying creating architecture from like just from the exploratory perspective versus just straight vision. I mean, I don't, when I see architecture, I don't really like the designs I come up with, they don't start like a whole vision. It might start with like one piece or aspect of the design, and then I just start there and then build off of it moving forward. So I kind of stand in awe of people who can like see the whole composition and then go communicate that composition or that design. I think that's really cool. But again, I do like this idea of kind of molding it. Like it's still a composure, but you just start off with something really raw and radical, and then you mold it and make it and shape it into what you want it to be. And you kind of got to go with the flow of it at the same time. I wonder, I'm not going to go there right now. I just was getting ready to, but let's fill this all in. I like it when you could get into the flow too and just kind of flow with it. Like there's parts that are just ultra, like you have to plan and make decisions. And then there's other parts where it's like, okay, now I could just flow, repeat the same action. It's kind of smooth, soothing. And it makes you appreciate the fact that you can enjoy your homework. Almost like playing. I wonder if like professional athletes just feel like I just get to play all day and get paid good money to play, something I already love doing. But that's kind of my model anyway. And this is what I teach my children. I mean, whether they really subscribe to it or not, they might not be there, but I feel like whatever you enjoy doing that no one has to tell you to do, that's probably, and you spend the most time doing it. Like if you were, like you just do it, whether or not you're going to get paid, and you spend a lot of time doing it, you might as well get paid for it. It makes for happier people, like when you get to enjoy doing what you do. I watched my mom, as a nurse, um, like she worked it as a job, but it wasn't a passion. And I just remember how like miserable she would just be like, ugh, she just didn't enjoy what she did for a living. And that definitely had an impact on me. Like, yeah, I know that I knew that I didn't ever want to be a nurse. I knew that from just because of how she would, you know, respond to going to work every day. Okay, so 3 feet 4 inches for a balcony railing is pretty good. And I can totally see this being glass panels. I mean, but to bring it into like realism, it's a lot more expensive to. How did this? Okay, I don't need to question that. I think that's good. Let me see. I don't know how I feel about that. That doesn't even feel right. So we know that this is the little balcony part, right? But then we have these lines right here, and they don't like that looks messy. I don't like that. So what I'm gonna do is scale some stuff back and then fill in some gaps. But see, this is what I love about like the organization of just working with parametric designs. Ah, it's just how it just naturally aligns. Like I'm totally cool with this part going through like that. I'm gonna align at least most of these connect so that line runs all the way down versus just stopping right there. But how it's already lined up from here and this is already lined up here. I really what I was supposed to do initially was take the mask and like take things like this is kind of still the part that I haven't really gotten to yet, right? So just taking that and like scaling things one at a time or a few at a time if you gotta, you know what I mean? Now that closes off my room. See, I just love the way this kind of is designed to come together and just running things over the things that didn't already intersect. And but look at this. So if I were to run this, and I don't know, like like you definitely want to get more creative than just kind of running the same thing, even though they're all different. But simultaneously, you got a good space to start with, and then you can kind of just go and put some extras on it. So let's use this as a teaching section, teaching a teaching time for a hot second because I keep referring to parametric design, right? So what is parametric design? Let's go on the internet. What is parametric design? 'Cause I feel like Google will be able to answer it better than I can. So, parametric design is a design methodology that uses algorithms and parameters to generate and manipulate complex geometric forms, allowing for efficient exploration of design variations and optimization of products or structures based on specific criteria. So designers input rules and parameters, and the algorithm generates a unique design solution based on these inputs, creating a dynamic and iterative, right? I was wondering, okay, iterative design process. This approach enables rapid adjustments to design elements, the creation of numerous design iterations, and the ability to create complex, nonlinear, and customized designs more efficiently than traditional methods. I could read y'all like I don't know what's wrong, right? So a lot of times it creates something very, very complex, um, like these case studies. You get all these beautiful shapes, and it's all based off mathematics, formulas, right? Parabolas, functions, those type of things. And I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want to confuse you, and I don't have a good enough grip on it to really kind of go super deep. But basically, all of these mm, are based off of graphs and, excuse me, functions. So each side, right? So, and you don't go with each side. I think we did like a bottom, which I'm sure this isn't what my bottom looked like. My bottom probably looked more like the patterns at the top. Again, I scratched some stuff and started over, whatever, whatnot. But it you have to use Grasshopper, which is an add-on for Rhino, and it will help it, like, it'll start setting the foundation for you to end up with something like this. And again, I still have yet to learn Grasshopper, and I am going to uh, explore and, you know, practice in it because I want to do this again. This one that I'm working on right now, Professor Jack kind of made the grasshopper file and then told us to manipulate it until we got a mass that we wanted to work with. So I wish I could show you my classmates, but I think that would be kind of out of line. I don't have the authority or permission to do that, and I don't want to violate anybody's privacy, so I won't be doing that. But I'm telling you, and my professor stuff, their stuff is way better than mine. I can, let me try to find my professor's stuff so you can see. That's him. Okay. Let's find his designs. He has some really cool stuff. He has a website and he wrote a book. He's an author. Let's just go to his Instagram page. Terrestrial Architecture. I have yet to read it. I shall. Oh, so okay, yeah, this is his how his came out. And again, we did not all start with the same mass. Like he put some values in somewhere, turned it in, put it in Grasshopper, and then Grasshopper I guess designated some graphs or whatever. I don't know. Let me not even start lying to you. Our crazy new website. So that's so cool. This, he showed us this in class, but see how, like, not that what I'm doing is really close to this, but it's still kind of starting from that same procedure, if you will. It's all coming from parametric designs. Look at that. Parametric designs. That's insane. Oh, yeah. So, this is, what I'm studying this semester. Is so cool. I think I'm excited. All right, let's get back to work. Thank you, Professor. Let's go here. All right, let's keep going. So, looking at his design, like even though this is just going to be a mass, I- I am excited to get to the place where we can designate what's glass, what's solid, and all those different things. I think that would really make this design pop once we have more contour materials and contrast and all those design words, right? But yes, this is kind of fun. Gives new life to do your homework. Homework you definitely don't mind doing. On homework you tell folk, can't right now. I gotta do my homework. All right. Yeah, I think this looks better. I mean, maybe we can rock with that one like that. I don't know. But then it kind of gets like awkward because everything else is doing, following the line. And then here we have the rule breakers. It's kind of like me anyway. But yet and all, it still kind of works. But no, I think that even though this is a different design over here, why do things just randomly move? Like, who told you to be open? Let's see what's happening. Just scale this piece. Yeah, let's just scale this piece. All right. And then let's keep, because there is still a consistency and a uniformity that defines this area. So I think, escape. So I think it's better to kind of keep working with it. Mm, you okay, baby girl? I'm still streaming, but. All right, let's see. So now we gotta just put in some more pieces. There. I might use this opportunity to scale some of this stuff back, because I already said I didn't really like how it feels so one directional right there. So this is what I'm gonna do. Let's take this and to there. Yeah, no, yes. I could decide on that piece later. For right now, go from here, here, here. Hmm. All right. Now what we will do is make this piece going across solid, because like structurally it would need to be supported to go across, and all these little pieces cantilevering from what Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. Oh. Mm-mm. Okay, I messed up. I think we're going from here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm clicking on right here. Mm-mm. Nope. I think. I think. We all think that stretching that out was a nice idea. However, I don't think that's gonna work out. I think that it made it more awkward. Hmm. And we had a groove going, like on Emperor's New Groove. You threw off my groove. Let's see. I think that I'm gonna eventually end up changing that. I already know. I know myself. I know myself, and that's what I'm gonna do. And for now, let's see. And I hope this looks like it's off for some reason. Like it's not quite lined up. What's going on? Oh, that's flat. It's flush. No, that's not flush. Is it? Mm-mm. Let's this isn't right. Something is off. This is not flush. It's crooked. Okay. So where did we go wrong? Like that. I must have. Oh, it's probably the scaling accident. So let's undo some stuff. Let's undo a few steps. Now let's see. Are we flush again? We are. We absolutely are. Decisions. What are we gonna do, y'all? What are we gonna do? Should we now? I don't know. It feels a little bit more solid like this, though. Mm, let's do this. Right, right. Okay. We want to go from here to um, here. Okay. Now it looks better with this piece on top of it. I mean, I think we should scale these pieces at least back to here. And if we're doing things right, then It should line up. We're gonna fix that. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Let's select this. So we're looking right here. Yeah, see how I'm missing that opportunity? I mean, it doesn't have to account for everyone, but I think maybe this one we might not have need to honor this one, but why not though at the same time? There came a point where my kids kept telling me like, "Mom, you're way too involved." And I feel like this may be another one of those situations where it's like, "Mom, like I'm just too involved." I don't know. I think it looks good like this. I mean, of course, we're gonna fix this area right here and then kind of work that out. But we definitely don't need to do too many of those. Just look at all of these. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what I will do is I will take all of this, back that up here, right? And then we're gonna do, so this just needs to make that. We gotta accommodate that one too. Or let's see. I'm starting to get sleepy. Although I enjoy doing this very much so, it's been a pretty long day. It's been a pretty long few weeks. Hey, right? But let's just kind of finish up a few loose ends and then we will call it a night and we will resume our homework another day. I have to be done, I think, by Tuesday. We need to um, be at the threshold. Oh, let me see. I'm going to line this up to, we're going to do something a little different. Let's go from here to here to, I think maybe right here to this point. Yeah, I like that. And especially because right here we can just extend this to here, this little wall to this piece, and be good. And y'all know I like my little slivers, so I'm probably gonna put like a little sliver, like this is what I call like a little sliver, or like these little pieces. These are little slivers. I'm gonna probably put my little sliver in here somewhere, at least one. Yeah, yo, baby. I love architecture. This is pretty cool. So, um, we can at least do all the middle pieces like we did last time until we figure out if we're going because I want to continue following patterns through here throughout this area. So I can't do that with this first one. even though, and that's really thin. So I can probably go ahead and start this right here. Okay. Now what about this piece? What about it? Ooh. Now we have some imbalances right there. It's all right. We'll fix it in a minute. I don't want to keep yawning, but I'm getting sleepy. Let's go shift and scale. It's gonna scale today. It's gonna scale right now. All right. Now let's see. Now it looks like a balcony, proper balcony almost. Sort of, kind of, almost. Pero no me gusta. Did I say that right? I don't like this part. Mm-hmm. So, and look, oh, that's because that little panel is missing. It's okay, it's okay. And those, whatever. That I can whatever do. I was gonna say these don't have this little panel, but little sliver, as I call it, right? But it's gonna be one of those oh well moments on that because that is a detail, right? And I am all about precision, but it still works. And I think it's better, but I don't like that. So I'm gonna fix that. Hmm. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna define my stopping point because I'm getting sleepy. I am going to finish this part. I'm going to finish this rail all the way around here, okay? And then when I get there, I'm gonna call it quits for tonight. I'm gonna stick to that too. I won't quit on you guys before then. Unless my designs just get to the point where it's like, now, baby, just let that go. Just let it go and come back to fight again another day. I learned that from, I used to do hair way back in the day. Way back in the day. I used to braid hair. And I discovered that when I'm sleepy, my designs don't come out that great. Like if I'm just forcing myself to finish somebody's hair, and it would take a really long time because I did very intricate designs in people's hair. So sometime it took a minute. All right. So we have one piece and we have our sliver. Our sliver, if this one goes here, our sliver can go here. And then this piece can end there. So let's do that. I had the cutest day today. It was a long day, but the day I went and spent time with the senior citizens over at Legacy Commons, which is like It's a senior citizen center in Palmdale, California. And they had a show today, a talent show pretty much. And it was just so cute. Like I wasn't feeling the greatest, so wasn't in the best mood, but like it was refreshing. Like I still you just can't help but to smile. And my mood was, just due to some difficulties, but or whatever, transitions and stuff like that, but it didn't have anything to do with the people there. But it definitely was uplifting. It was a very uplifting experience. It was a very adorable experience, and it was a very it was just like a call for a little more gratitude and not gratitude but motivation to take care of yourself, because when you see older people a lot of times you just feel like, okay, well, they're gonna be it's gonna be hard for them to move, you gotta help them. And no, honey, these senior citizens are still very much full of sass and pizzazz and energy and vitality and positivity and, like some good ingredients, basically. And I think that um, young people should spend more time with their elders. The elders have the wisdom and they've been through way more stuff than we've been through. And it is their good pleasure to pass down to us what they have already learned. So we don't have to keep repeating like their mistakes. They can give us a legacy, they can give us speed if we're willing enough, humbled enough, patient enough to just sit and listen and learn. And it doesn't even have to be like a whole like talk, it could just be actions. Today, I was definitely more motivated to take better care of my physical body so that when I'm their age, I can still move like them. They was shaking a little bit more. They was shaking a little bit too much today, but it was super cute and a blessing to witness. I don't like this. Let's play with this some more. Let's scale it. Let's keep this even with. Let's see if this makes it better. Right? Wait, did we? Okay, no, it's where it's supposed to be. Okay. And then we're going back to life, back to reality. Honey, not with them notes. Back to choir rehearsal. Let's see. Let's scale this. All right, let's see. I mean, that's better. We might need another little sliver. sliver to go this way, but I think that is okay. I guess it's cool for now. Let's keep it pushing. We still gotta I did all that right. Just have to still. Oh, because it's underneath. Okay. So I still want to go. Let's go from this one. Stay focused there. And there. Now we gotta do that part though. Gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Okay. Mm-mm. All right. Let's see. All right. Right here. Let's do this. Come on. Yeah. Okay. This is the block. Okay. 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 Now this is awkward. What's this? What's that piece coming in right there? It's just gonna stay. It is what it is. Oh yeah, I have to put another. That's right. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Now what we're going to do is a little bit of swapping. Let's do this. Hold up. Let's make sure I don't have them. Okay. Select all of these. And we're gonna hit copy. And we're going to like I could have deleted these first, but it doesn't really matter because you'll still be able to get it. All right. Something is off. Hey. Oh, maybe this is bigger than that. Which, now that I'm looking at it, let's see. Yeah, from here to here, 1 foot 9 inches. Here, 1 foot 8 and 1/4 inches. And look, this ain't, look at this. Look at this. 1 foot 8 and 1/4. Look at this. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. I'm not gonna worry about it right now though, because I'm gonna have to change it in a minute anyway. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna resize this. Is it worth it? This is what we can do. I'm going to delete this. Now I'm questioning this too. But let's do this. Shift. And copy. And we're going from here to here. And then we're going to scale the selection. Oh, how far back did we go? Right here. And we're gonna have to fix some stuff back there. I see it. We're gonna scale it. Mm-mm. Fixed. No problem, Jill Sergeant. No problem, Jill Sergeant. Okay. So that's that. That. I feel like singing, but I don't know what my voice would sound like right now. It definitely would not sound pleasant to the ears. Bible says, make a joyful noise. All ye lands. Okay. I don't have two of them. All right. That's done. That's good. All right. Let's see. Seems like, oh yeah, I have to do that middle one. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to scale it anyway because I don't think that one's the same size either. Not scale. All right. Okay. And there we are. And I think this floor would be better. Let me see. I might make this floor more solid though, because this is more of a formal room. Well, at least this side is. So what I see, let me not go there yet. I'll work that out later. All right. What did we say we wanted to do to get finished? We wanted to finish going around here, right? Is this sufficient? I guess for now it is. It'll do. But you can't be like this because where are you coming from? I don't think I need this. We'll take this out. All right. Right here to here to here. That actually looks better. Looks a little cleaner. I'm thinking about maybe taking my little sliver and then bringing this down here and that right there. Let's see. We can always just delete it if it don't look right. We could just hit undo. Real good for undo. What's happening? I don't have my glasses on. But like I can't quite see what is happening. I don't know if it has anything to even do with glasses, but yeah, I can't decipher something. All right. Okay. I think it's better now anyway. All right. Well, this was what's the thickness? One and 3/4 inches. Cool. How do I do this to begin with? That shift that and let's see if this works. You know what? Nope, we're not gonna even do that. Let's do this. Let's do Alt. If I hold Alt and then slide that out, it copied it. Nice. Looks like the blue one. Uh-oh, not Alt Shift. Okay. All right. And we did it. the easier way. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we could do the whole copy and paste thing again. Mm, copy and scale, rather. Create, scale, empower. Create, scale, empower. It's our thing. Create, scale, empower. Look at my little sliver. My little sliver doing its thing. It's so cute. um, copy. Not copy. Didn't like that. Let's go back and do it again. Christ is my firm foundation, the rock on which I stand. Yeah, we're doing that right now. Y'all will see. Scale and here. That's right. Here and here. And, we got a good little workflow going. We'll be done shortly. At least we'll be at a benchmark for today. Okay, let that wrap around. One thing I love architecturally is a wraparound porch. I'm gonna extend this to here too, or this down or whatever, because this wall, like this balcony, ends here. Here goes around. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm, all right. I don't know what happened right here. I must have. Oh. That just fixed it. Okay. Let's get it. We almost there. This. Where's this one? Okay. Shit. Okay, let's scale. I'll try to make sure I pick it up in the right spot because you see how quick and suddenly, subtly, um, things can just kind of not be right. And that's how you end up with like, how did this little thing move? What happened? How did I get a gap? And why that's not where it's supposed to be? Sometimes you have to just zoom in a little bit more to get it where you need it to be. And we're almost done. Now, since we've kept the pattern all the way around, we'll do the same here. Copy and paste. I don't know why I keep saying copy. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm actually going to keep that like that, at least for now, because that could become its own thing, like the corner. We'll see what happens. All right. I think we did pretty good for today. There is more to be done, and we never did finish clearing out this room, huh? I know. I sometimes get be scared to delete stuff like, oh man, what if I didn't? It had a little slither in there. It's right here. Okay, so we're good. This goes back to all of this. Oh, wait. Bring that last one back. Hold on. Where we are. Where are we? Did I really say where we are? So then just delete the one. I don't have to delete. I don't have to delete. Okay. I'm actually good with this where it is now. I'm about ready to let it be. I mean, it's coming. We didn't get super, super far today, but I think we got some good stuff in. So we'll figure more out tomorrow. Let's just have this one. This one. All right, everyone. Thank you again for joining and listening and all that you do, commenting, like and share, please, if you like it. If you like it, like it. If you don't, don't. Oh, I forgot. I gotta be, yep, up early in the morning tomorrow. So, all right, everybody, thanks again for tuning in and hanging out with me while I do homework. And we will pick this back up tomorrow. Um, and keep it pushing. All right. Love you guys. God loves you even more. Stay blessed and all of that good stuff. Where is my, okay, I think I have to go here to stop streaming.